Welcome back to O Sports and O Radio with Gio, AJ, and Matt, and we have a special guest today, Mr. Velez.
Hey,
How you doing?
Mr. Velez?
I'm good, thank you. Good morning, guys.
Morning. All right. To kick us off, all of us were wrong.
Yeah,
we were all wrong.
very wrong.
All right. So NFL predictions, we had the Bengals versus the 49ers for the Super Bowl. That did not come
pan
to pass.
out. No, not even close.
I mean,
No.
the Bengals was close.
Yeah, the
The
Bengals,
was close. That was so questionable
Yeah, it was a lot of
officiating.
questionable officiating, but it's all right.
But no, the Eagles-Niners game, man, the 49ers and their quarterback issues, man, they're just on the struggle
CMC was
bus.
quarterback.
CMC was well, I mean, the Giants had Saquon taking snaps when Jones got hurt, but like
Yeah, but
5 quarterbacks. They would have needed 5 quarterbacks to finish the year healthy, and they had 4.
injuries killed that game.
That was
I think if they're
ridiculous.
full healthy, I think they win that, to be honest.
Yeah, Brock Purdy tore his MCL, so
No,
he's out for
UCL.
Huh?
UCL.
UCL, something CL,
Yes, yeah, right.
ACL, MCL, UCL, me CL. We all CL. So he's out for 6 months. That's the majority of the off season.
Yeah.
That's the whole offseason.
That is the whole off season.
Yeah, but it doesn't even matter. He's not their starting quarterback. He's their third quarterback.
What are they gonna do with him then?
He's going to be
They're
back.
going to just put him right where he belongs, back on the bench.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I
no,
think
after
other
what
te-
he did
after
for the
what-
Niners, I
after
feel
what he
like
did, I
that's-
feel like other teams are gonna gun for him. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah, but as you can see, teams need quarterbacks, right? You see that if you don't have depth, look what happens.
yeah,
I mean,
they were on their third string.
They were on their
quarterback.
third
That's the
string
whole
quarterback.
thing. They
Yeah.
walked into the game with a third string quarterback. The fourth string quarterback, they had him for a week,
yeah.
right? So you
Yeah.
can't get a fifth string quarterback. What was disappointing is that they didn't run Christian McCaffrey and let him play quarterback.
Yeah.
Because what it looked like at the end of that game was a football team that didn't want the score run up on them. Right?
Yeah.
Let me just run the football, run this game out. It's almost like a high school game where the team didn't want to get blown out.
Yeah.
So they just ran the football to eat
Well,
up the clock.
Purdy said, "I can't throw."
I know.
He had
so
to
what are
come
you
back
doing
in.
out there?
Yeah.
Right? You saw those guys. Philly had 9 guys on the line.
Exactly. That's,
And they were like, okay, you're not going to throw? Well, we're just going to clog every lane. You're not going to move the ball.
Yeah.
But all they wanted to do, San Fran, was just not get blown out.
Yeah.
Not
No, it
that's
was
all you can do at
you
that
can't
point.
play
yeah.
like that. You have to play to win. You can't play to just keep it close.
Yeah, and that's why I thought they should have let McCaffrey.
They should have
give
let
it a shot
McCaffrey take
because at
snaps.
least he is a threat to throw. You
Yeah.
knew
Yeah.
the guy going back in wasn't going to be able to throw the football.
His-
So why would you do that?
Yeah, his first game as a Niner, he was throwing touchdown passes. He
Yeah.
threw a touchdown pass. He can do
Give
it.
him a shot, and at least he can throw the ball. Yeah,
Exactly.
That was a big disappointment that they didn't give him a chance because that was almost like, oh my God, they gave up, and they were
They
lucky.
gave up. No, they
They're
100%
lucky
gave
the
up.
second game was on after
Yeah.
because most of the people had turned the television off and walked away. That would have been it.
I
Yeah.
think everyone was like, I think the X factor for that whole game was Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah,
You know, you have a guy, like, obviously you have a great receiving core. You have a pretty good third string quarterback.
great offensive line.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Fantastic offensive line, one
So
of the
you're
best
like-
defenses in the league, right? So you're going into the game
It's your offense.
fairly
It's-
strong,
yeah.
and then your quarterback goes down. You have to go with your fourth string, which is insane to
Always-
think about.
yeah.
Who
in
was the
in
fourth
in the NFC?
I don't remember his name.
I
Yeah,
don't remember
he was
either.
on the Giants for a few
Something
years. too.
Johnson.
Yeah,
Something Johnson. I mean, look at Miami, right? Miami great under Tua.
Yeah.
Terry Bridgewater comes in, throws a pick 6 that he ends up getting injured on, and they're playing with their third quarterback. If they had any semblance of a quarterback against Buffalo, they beat Buffalo.
The
Buffalo
crazy,
yeah.
turned
Yeah.
into a
the crazy
paper
thing,
Yeah.
it was a
bag,
close
100%.
game.
Yeah,
well, because Buffalo played horribly that
'Cause
game.
they can't
that was
show
not
up in the
Buffalo's
playoffs.
best.
And
the
to give
hole
credit,
started to pop
Scott,
up.
Skylar Thompson did play good that game. As much as I did not think I'd say that, it's true.
No,
He
his
did.
there were
Yeah.
a few passes where his receiving core completely let him down. There were a few
Yeah,
key
the
passes.
drops.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
the
it
drops
was
at
it
the
was
beginning.
terrible.
When Miami opened the second half with that touchdown defensively, I was thinking, wow, all right, we actually have a chance to beat Buffalo. But the quarterback wasn't good enough to just do a little bit more because they
Yeah.
didn't need much more, but they need a little bit more.
Yeah,
Buffalo's going to be interesting to see in the offseason, guys. There's a lot of talk that they're going to be rebuilding that team already. They feel that they blew it. They blew their window of opportunity.
Yeah, they did.
no,
That
for sure.
offensive
No,
I
line
mean,
I don't think they blew. I
isn't
think
good
they
enough.
just. I think
They definitely
next
were.
year's
They-
the last year.
they regressed. They regressed this year. I
Yeah.
think,
Yeah.
and a big reason for that is Josh Allen regressed because Brian Daboll left.
Yeah.
That was his offensive coordinator, right? You see that he has an amazing offensive mind, right?
Yeah.
He's a quarterback coach over Josh Allen, right? He left. Obviously, Josh Allen is going to need to adapt to a new system, right? So we see that he kind of regressed in that sphere, right? Which took the offense with him, right? But the offensive line was a major struggle for Buffalo this year. So
That's what they have to rebuild, offensive and defensive.
but you see
line.
that with the Bengals too. Last year and between this year and last year, on paper, at the start of this year,
It's
their
amazing.
offensive line was the best in the league. And then you see in practice, that just did not work.
Well, remember, Cincinnati, you saw Burrow was sacked 8 times against Kansas City.
Yeah,
And
that was
still-
ridiculous.
And
The
still
line
won
just
the
wasn't
game,
holding.
which was pretty amazing.
I'm surprised.
They came into the season with a whole new offensive line. They had 4 new starters on their offensive line.
And it was looking good.
Yeah, well, it took a while for it to
Yeah.
gel. In the beginning, Burrow was getting sacked a whole bunch of
Yeah.
times. But
Oh,
then
yeah.
as the season went, those guys figured it out. They got better and better, right? How many sacks did KC have? 3,
Like, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It
Right.
wasn't 8 again, right? So all of a sudden, Burrow had time, and the receiving core is fantastic. Everybody talks about Jamar Chase, but Higgins,
Yeah, T.
Yeah,
Higgins.
T.
Play-
Higgins.
Finally,
He's
someone
wide,
says
yeah,
it.
he's wide
Nobody
receiver
gives
1 on
respect.
any other team.
Higgins,
right?
drop him. I've been saying this since he was drafted. Give him a few games. He'll show you that he's not a wide receiver, too. Even before Chase was there, it was Burrow and Higgins.
Right. And we're seeing that. It's not, well, the hard thing is because Burrow has such a relationship
connection with
Yeah.
Hi-
with
through
Chase.
college.
Yeah.
So, right. So you knew that was going to be something that was going to be going on. But to have Higgins as your number 2,
That's
you know,
just
That's
you,
insane.
you see setups like that. Like that's like what Miami has with Waddle
Yeah,
and Hill.
yeah.
yeah.
So when you have those 2 star wide receivers like that, that's where Cincinnati, it's going to be hard to beat them.
I mean, and you can see that popping up with Buffalo too. Talking about them with
Gabriel Davis.
Diggs
and
and,
Diggs.
and Davis.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
Davis
it's like-
made some ground this year he was a rookie this year, right? Or is it second
he?
year?
Gabe? I think it's his second year.
second year.
Yeah, it's either rookie or second year. So he definitely showed some
No,
growth.
he's not a rookie because he played last year's playoffs.
Oh, he did. Yeah, you're right. Actually,
Yeah.
he scored a touchdown. That's what put
4.
him on the map. So when we look at Buffalo, that's why it's not the weapons.
It's
Devin Singletary's a pretty good running back.
Yeah.
They have Dalvin Cook's little brother, James Cook, who looked like a stud at the end of the year.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
He's a
But
good
if
kid.
you don't have an offensive line,
You can't
you
do
know,
it.
when you get to those final like 8 teams, if you don't have an offensive line, it's
You're gonna
it
get
becomes
run over.
devastating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just easy.
It's interesting too. You guys talked about the offensive coordinators. Look at the 4 teams that played this weekend. All 4 head coaches,
Offensive coaches.
all
Yeah.
all former offensive
We're-
coordinators.
Yeah.
The league has been moving trending in an offensive direction. We
Well,
see
because of the
defensive,
rules.
Yeah, 'cause
defensive
you
head
can't play
coaches.
defense.
Who are the defensive head coaches, or who were defensive?
Belichick.
Mike
Belichick
is
and
the
Tomlin.
one.
And Tomlin.
Oh, Tomlin, yeah,
Tomlin,
good point.
yeah.
And those guys have been there forever. Too,
Forever.
when you look
Yeah.
at the 2 of them.
Yeah. So and
Yeah.
Tomlin, Belichick is Belichick. He needs no
Tomlin's Tomlin.
introduction.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
Tomlin has not had a losing record in the NFL
No.
ever, right? But their teams are just not doing it like they were.
But you can't be great every year anymore
Because
of the system.
there's too much talent in this league for you to.
Mhm.
Only teams that are successful year in and year out are like teams that have constant they're getting like these draft gems late in the 4th and 5th round somehow.
Yep, because you don't have to pay him at first.
Exactly.
That first contract.
That first contract, it's like what, $2 million per year
Right,
max.
for 3 years. That's why teams have a 3-year window. And then all of a sudden you have a really good team, but you got to start paying these guys. You can't
Exactly.
pay them all. So that, and other teams know, and they start pilfering guys to make you weaker.
I think that's what happened with the. I can't remember. I think it might have been the Chargers, or not. But there's the Rams.
Oh my God.
Well, the
exactly.
Rams is a different story. The Rams
But
sacrificed their future for
they
the
s-
ring.
Yeah.
And they
That's what
got
you have to do.
what
They
they
got it.
wanted. They got what they wanted. They
Yeah.
did. They succeeded, and now they have to completely rebuild their team.
But
Yep.
that's what you're doing in this league. You can't take a bunch of stars and superstars without sacrificing 1st and 2nd round picks for the next 2-3 years.
Oh yeah, no, like they sacrificed their immediate future for a ring.
I mean,
and then they got it, and now they have to figure out
It
what
was
to
cool
do.
for a little bit.
they
But
should have been a little bit smarter. Is like,
Yeah.
you may not give out. Yeah, they give like what 5 first round picks.
something like that.
Yeah,
They give it a
something close to
lot.
that.
Like they should have got a few average Joe's players, get them for like a pick in a 1st round, and then trade one of their stars, like just one player and then a 1st round pick. You never know. Like these past draft classes have really been hidden.
Right.
Especially on the offensive side.
Well, on the other side with football, that's just, there's nothing you can do about it, is the injuries.
Yeah.
You build-
It's a-
look at Dolphins. Dolphins were headed to a good place.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
no,
Tua.
it was a great season for,
Yeah.
and then
And it sounds like 2 guys might be retiring.
really,
Might-
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
Doctors are
because
telling Tua to stop playing.
I think it's best if
That
he does.
He may,
Yeah.
he may
he
die
gets
on the
severe
field.
brain damage. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody
because-
wants to see that.
3
you can't-
concussions. Like if it was just like 1 or 2, I'd be like, okay. you
and
know
the first one was
Yeah.
severe.
Yeah, but one
Like,
or
it was
two
a
spread out. He
severe
had them like
concussion.
back to back to back.
exactly. That's what I'm thinking. It's time to retire.
When you
Yeah.
saw how bad it was, that 3rd concussion where he just got sacked and hit his head off the ground.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And the next 3 drives, he threw 3 interceptions and
It-
doesn't recall any of it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
no,
just like,
that's obviously there's neurological damage there. Like
Yeah.
you
Well,
can't.
that's what doctors are saying. He needs to retire. He's jeopardizing his life now.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it just sucks to see though, because someone with
Yeah.
his talent, like who can do a lot in the league, just gone now.
And
yeah,
you-
well,
and
that's
you-
retires.
that's what you.
it's the life of a football player.
I know.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It's always a possibility.
The
so
one
it's like,
thing every coach, I think, every coach definitely says at a level is play every down like it's your last down.
because it
Yeah.
could be.
Because it could be.
It legitimately could be.
The disappointment for the NFL union is the fact that they have not gotten those contracts guaranteed like baseball, because player gets hurt on a 3-year contract, gets hurt that first year, cut.
Guess what?
And
Yeah.
if you can't come back,
Exactly.
you're done. And that, to me, that's nonsense. They should have better job security.
I think
Coaches have better job security than that.
Mm.
You get
Yeah.
you get a 5-year, $40 million contract, right? You suck your first year, you get cut. You're still getting paid.
Yeah.
That's
Players
why it's
don't have
nonsense.
that. That's
It's nonsense
ridiculous.
in football. And meanwhile, remember, guys, football doesn't pay for its minor league system.
It just pays
Right?
for
We provide that with college.
yeah.
So think about it. If you're an NFL owner, how good you have it. You don't even have to pay for the league to set up your league, right? That's all being paid for by college. And so they basically just have to take care of those players, and those television contracts are crazy. The amount of money these guys are bringing in.
No, I like the idea of a fully guaranteed. I just feel like it's hard to do because
It's already been
because
done.
of the injury.
Baseball
It-
did it.
No, not like it's been done in the NFL once or twice with I think Deshaun
Well,
Watson.
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
That's the first guy that's got a guaranteed contract.
Yeah, I
And
think
how
it's.
dumb was Cleveland?
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say they're dumb because they only had to pay him $1 million last season,
Yeah.
but
But moving forward,
that's when it's gonna get
43
pricey.
mil.
Exactly. I just think
Good luck
that
getting other players.
it's hard to give fully guaranteed because you might not keep a guy for the full duration of it.
That's right.
Like, and then you have to pay the guy less because it's like, okay, if I'm fully guaranteeing him 20 mil over 2-3 years. A star's gonna want 12, star quarterback. That's like 40 million per year he
Yeah.
wants. You can't fully guarantee that because you can't fully guarantee if he's gonna be good those 4 or 5 years.
Right. Yeah, that's where the numbers have to realign themselves. Maybe
Like-
a quarterback should only make 30 million guaranteed though. Right? Look at Tua. He would have liked to have a guaranteed contract. 'Cause his career may end.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
He's getting paid for what 2 years? That's it.
I think more the contract needs to be guaranteed.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, that contract needs to be guaranteed.
I think 90% of it should be guaranteed.
or a certain amount of
Yeah.
years.
Exactly.
3 years or something. Like, because these guys are signing 7-8 year contracts now, trying to extend things out. Right?
Especially
Trying to
as
spread it
quarterbacks.
across. Yeah, because they're trying to spread the money over the cap.
Yeah,
So at least a certain number of years should be, especially for quarterbacks. Jesus Christ, how many quarterbacks are we going to lose? Right?
You see-
Everybody's worrying about losing
Four,
their quarterbacks.
four on
Four.
one team in a season with the
And the
Niners.
Dolphins 3.
Two,
I mean,
you had to bring in your third. Like
yeah.
they're getting.
it's not a quarterback league no more. It's definitely more of a every other skill position league.
It's a quarterback league only because the teams that win are
Have
usually
good
the team that
quarterbacks.
has the best quarterback.
exactly.
Right? Look
like-
where we're at these Final Four. Right? That's where San Fran was so unusual because somehow Purdy was with Mahomes, Burrow, and Hurts.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hurts
Now,
just came out of nowhere
Look at
this year.
those three, right? And then
And then you've got
Who?
Brock
who's
Purdy.
that guy? Brock Purdy?
Yeah.
I mean, I guarantee he had an amazing start to his career. But don't tell me he's Dan Marino. Don't tell
Yeah.
me he's going to be
Oh
swinging
no,
that ball.
he's not.
down
It was.
no.
It was
He's got the
definitely.
dog
He's
in
in a
him for
great
sure.
circumstance.
Yeah,
He's
he's
in a
got
great
it in him.
circumstance.
It's a fantastic like Cinderella story. Did he put his
Great
name on the
O-line,
map?
running game, great wide receivers. I could do pretty good in that system
I think anybody
because
could.
I can do this.
He
Exactly.
he does, and I was watching some of it. He has a very good game IQ.
He does.
Okay.
He has a fantastic game IQ.
He's smart with the ball.
He's making decisions that rookie quarterbacks generally do not make.
Well,
Right.
that's the key to a good quarterback, right? You may not be the greatest arm, but don't make a mistake.
Exactly.
I just described that's Joe Montana.
Yeah,
Joe Montana never couldn't throw the ball more than 30 yards downfield, but he never threw the ball to the wrong person.
Exactly. I
And
mean,
that's
it's
what
kind
made
of
Montana great.
and
It's hard to
did
do
Purdy
when you have
have an
Jerry Rice.
interception? I don't think Purdy had an interception.
no. He had,
No, he had
one or
one.
two.
One.
One or two.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I
But
don't-
for a
he
rookie,
definitely had
for a
one.
rookie quarterback, that's
It's impressive.
pretty
But
good.
when you set up a quarterback to have a great offensive line, a running game, and those receivers, you're not asking them to do much.
Oh, yeah,
You're
no.
Basically saying, just don't make a mistake, kid.
I think the Niners did what the Eagles were trying to do. It's like any quarterback could work in this system.
Right.
Any quarterback could not work in the Eagles system. Any quarterback could work pretty well in the Niners system.
Well, the Eagles felt like that because remember who won the Super Bowl for him? It wasn't Carson Wentz.
Nope, it was
Nick
It was
Foles.
Nick
some
Foles.
backup quarterback.
Both
came
of
in
one
and
knew it.
swung the football.
both of Carson Wentz's backups have now made it to the Super Bowl.
Carson Wentz is the one quarterback nobody wants on their team. Everybody hates him when he goes there.
Surprisingly, a team still picks him up.
Yeah, because he's 6'4", and he can throw the football 70 yards.
And he can run a little bit.
Right. I mean, so he has what you're looking for.
You just can't do
He's
But
it.
he's
somehow,
a really poor leader. The guys on the team do not like him.
Yeah.
So that's the problem. Everywhere he goes, nobody likes him.
yeah. All right, we're just about running out of time for the first segment, so we'll catch you guys back quickly after a break. This has been O Sports on O Radio. Thank you for listening. Welcome back to O Sports on O Radio. Joining us after the break, it is me, Matt, and Gio. Again, so we talked about it a little bit, but then we went into more kind of specifics and players in the first section. Now we're going to talk about the actual games themselves, the two championships.
Eagles
From
playing the
this weekend.
Niners. Let's start with
Eagles,
that game.
Niners.
Let's start with that game.
It was complete.
That was an injury-driven game.
Both
That was-
completely
yeah.
different
Yeah.
games.
Like-
Like
were
we said,
different games.
oh, very different games. But like we said, the 49ers would have needed 5 quarterbacks to finish this year healthy.
6.
5 quarterbacks.
6.
They lost Trey Lance,
Jimmy Garoppolo,
Jimmy G.
Jimmy G,
Brock
Brock
Purdy.
Purdy,
Purdy.
this Johnson guy. They would have needed that's 4 quarterbacks
Yeah.
down. That they would have needed a 5th to finish the season.
All I'm saying, if Brock Purdy stayed healthy,
It might have been
they
different.
go to the
would've-
Super Bowl.
It would have been a more competitive game
I
for
think
sure.
they go to the Super Bowl.
Would
I don't-
they?
I don't- okay.
He doesn't
I don't
turn the
think
ball
so.
over.
No, I understand that.
But it's
I
not.
don't think
You can do everything right and still lose a game of football.
the Eagles.
This is true.
The Eagles had their number. That was something I did
But
not
it was an
account for.
injury game,
The
right?
Eagles
Like,
had the Niners.
you didn't get to see the Niners play full healthy, so
That's true.
they played full healthy for about 4 seconds of the game.
Okay, well, you got to give them this. For a team with that bad of injuries, especially it's like what people say the most important position on the field, they did a lot. Obviously going from Trey Lance to Jimmy Garoppolo could have been seen as an upgrade because you have a guy with more experience.
Yeah.
But when you go from it's a starter almost on any other team in this league.
How about the
to-
last player
to
in the
Mr.
draft?
Irrelevant.
Whoa. Take that back and
going all the
Mr.
way-
Relevant
no,
now.
No, I'm not. It's not an insult, but that's who he was. He was Mr. Irrelevant, last
Yeah.
pick in the draft. Like,
Mr.
Taking you
Relevant.
to the NFC
Championship.
Like, it's ridiculous.
No, and he had what, an 8-game win streak, 10-game win streak?
yeah, throwing what, 1 or 2 interceptions? That's insane.
If that.
Insane.
Only one I can really remember.
And yes, the 49ers offense is one of the better offenses
It's a
in the
great
league.
situation. It's a great situation. to be in, but-
Fantastic, right? But you got to give the kid some credit. That was probably the best third string quarterback situation that anyone could have asked.
You
for.
asked the last pick in the draft to step up and take your team to the championship,
and he did.
and he did.
He almost he can't really after
You can't
that,
say he
you can't
almost
say he
won it.
almost made it to the
But
Super
if he was
Bowl,
full,
but,
I
like,
think that would have been like
I think it's safe to
one
say-
score, a field
it
3-point game
definitely
separation.
it
Like,
definitely would have been closer, but the Eagles had that game.
I'm gonna say this, right?
I don't know.
Because they're probably
I really don't.
because right, we're about to talk about the Eagles in like 2 seconds, right? So I just want to say this anyway. I actually disrespect the Eagles more than I thought, if I'm being honest. I did not give them the respect that they deserved.
You know,
Oh, no.
maybe the Eagles aren't.
I
frauds.
don't like the Eagles because I'm a New
Oh,
York fan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I
still, I gave
despised
them-
watching that
I
game.
should not have put them against the 49ers thinking the Niners were gonna win.
It was
It
you
was
could
a
see
good-
it.
with
I
the first
would've
or
bet
second
against it.
with the first or second string, I could see it, but with the third string, I don't know why.
No,
I
with
would've-
Brock Purdy,
no.
I still would have put money
No.
down.
I would have lost money on that game.
No.
I would have lost money on that game.
If they
I-
were full healthy, I think that game it could swing either way.
If
Yeah,
they're- okay.
no.
If they're full healthy, but with
If
the
they're
team
full healthy.
with the team they went in with, I should not have.
Oh yeah, me neither.
No,
obviously.
the
but-
Eagles are not fraudulent, right? The Vikings are what you look at a fraudulent team and you
Yeah.
say that is a fraudulent team. People saying that the Eagles are bad somehow, they're going to expose the Eagles. Like they made it to the Super Bowl.
All right, listen,
That's
the
not-
Eagles aren't bad.
They're not bad. No, they're
Eagles-
They
not
were
bad.
bad for about
Okay.
3 games out the regular
They're
season.
really
Without
annoying.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
They're really annoying, and I hate them, but they're not bad.
They're not bad. It's a good team.
To
And
sum it
they're
up-
playing good football.
Yeah.
I
But
think
is it better football
This-
to win the Super Bowl?
to
We'll,
sum
we'll
it
get
up,
into that. We'll get into that.
the Eagles are playing what you would say is perfect football.
They got some of the best receivers in the league. They have a pretty good running back. They got great quarterback.
Another Carson Wentz backup.
Yeah.
And Nick Sirianni is doing a fantastic job in Philly. Right?
All right.
So and as you can see, they did not keep that game close.
no.
It was what 31-7.
Yeah.
That's bad. I mean, as a Giants fan, I've seen that before against the Eagles. But
Yeah.
you know,
Time. for-
Philadelphia as a city.
What a city.
We gotta here's an open letter to the Philadelphia Eagle fans. Calm down.
Yeah. They were greasing light poles
They
and
greased
stuff
light
because
poles.
they didn't want people to climb it.
Okay.
And they still climb them.
I
You act like
No.
New Yorkers wouldn't have done the same thing if we did it.
Oh
No.
no, 100%. I would have been out in the streets.
Have you- okay.
Oh, even better. You. That's a perfect example.
Have you seen the thing? I'm sure you've probably seen it on TikTok, but the Rocky statue in Philly.
Oh,
Like, every
yeah.
time that someone messes with it, they win the game.
They win the game. You need to
Stop messing with
it.
it.
Stop putting jerseys on the Rocky
Put
statue.
the Eagles jersey on the Rocky statue. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. No,
not
exactly.
even. Not even. Leave it alone.
Just leave it alone. Just leave it
clean
alone.
Don't do anything.
All right.
Give it a spit shine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Bengals Chiefs.
Bengals Chiefs.
This game was the game we expected to be like this. If we're being honest.
I would like to
There's
congratulate
about
the
24 challenges, 800 flags, and
I would like-
a lot of bad calls.
I would like to
MVP.
congratulate
Ref.
Yeah, I would like to congratulate the referees for winning an AFC championship. Wow. Okay. The only like horrible, like the most solid call was that final play with the quarterback out of bounds.
I mean, obviously it is roughing. It is like what is it? Unnecessary roughness.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
But like the guy, like you can't really expect the guy that big to just like stop.
No, not stopping. The problem wasn't him running into him. Like you can't stop. The problem was he reached out and pushed him out.
I don't think he tried to. I think
He
Listen,
did. No, he did.
Yeah, he reached out.
Okay,
But,
okay.
Man, that's still kind of like
I can't
a
say,
rough-
but the thing you can't say it because like you're not there. Like he might have been because like think about it, if you're running and you're about to run into the benches, you're trying to like, and you see a guy in front of you, you want to stop before the benches, right?
I would just go down. Honestly,
Yeah.
I would just go down.
I
But
think
like,
it's different because like if I'm running and I get pushed out of bounds or I'm chasing somebody, I'm putting my hand out to the first person. I
but
see.
you're a professional athlete and you know the rules and you know that at that point in the game, like there is, and you know how the refs have been all
So,
game.
I think it was called because Patrick Mahomes, he had like a foot or two out
He was
of bounds
out of
already,
bounds
yeah.
when he put his hands on him. But like, man, that was a call that changed the game.
It changed the game. it
right?
really
but there were
did.
other that
the
game.
PI, that was a PI rating game.
Oh my
Yeah.
god,
It was-
there was just horrible calls.
The defense they're all right when you take away the PIs.
And for a banged up Chiefs team, like
They had what, like 5 like major injuries?
yeah, they on paper they lose that game.
Oh yeah, they should have lost. But at the same time, you remember, Joe
Like,
Burrow had no time to
I
pocket.
said this the entire playoffs. These playoffs are defying history.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at it, Burrow was 3-0 against Mahomes. They had was 3-0 against Mahomes. Never lost in Arrowhead Stadium. Right? Tom Brady never lost to the Cowboys.
It's Burrowhead. It's still Burrowhead.
It is
It's
Arrowhead.
still Burrowhead.
Hold
I can't
on,
lie.
hold
Burrow
on.
has
Well,
okay.
we'll get
no,
into this later.
Two
I'm
of Burrow's
still-
wins against Mahomes
I'm still
were
on-
at home.
I'm still.
so it's not Burrowhead.
I'm
Okay.
still on my soapbox. Tom Brady never lost to the Cowboys, and every other year won the Super Bowl. That stopped. The Giants, the last time they won a playoff game, went to the Super Bowl and won. That stopped. This playoff situation, like historical trends, have ended. So in the back of my mind, Trevor Lawrence had never lost on a Saturday. That
Yeah.
stopped. In 8 years, he never lost on a
Has
Saturday.
Brady only ever won with Gronk on his team?
Yeah.
He's crying.
Leave it. He's doing whatever he's doing. Has Brady only won Super Bowls with Gronk on his team?
I think so.
No.
No?
Not the first one. The first one.
and
He
the
had-
second one. I think the first and the second one.
Who did he
didn't
have? Who
Gronk.
did he have as a tight end?
I don't know.
Man,
Like,
all right,
it just
I'll
wasn't
find out, I'll
Gronk.
find out.
But like you see, these playoffs, they're historical trends that are like that were givens for the
wait.
last years.
the first Super Bowl to have 2 black quarterbacks starting.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a win for
Hey.
us.
So
Oh, I can't find the thing. Oh, here it is.
so you see like all these trends that are like historical givens, right, in the NFL, and you see them break. So I can't lie. I was thinking, the Chiefs might just do this on account of historical
Oh, it's happening.
breaking
again.
it. Just because. And I thought that, and then it happened by a field goal prior to the game. Did you guys see the video that the mayor of Cincinnati put out?
Yeah.
I didn't.
You did?
So
It was hilarious.
The city of-
the city of Cincinnati recognized they got to play us day on the day of the game, and man,
and they required Joe Burrow to take a paternity test to see if he was the father of Patrick
mayor of Cincinnati held nothing back. He goes, whereas Joseph Lee Burrow, who has been asked by who is 3-0 against Patrick Mahomes,
Has
and
officially been asked.
has been asked by officials to take a paternity test to ensure that he's not his father. Boy, he called you his daddy.
He
That's
is.
Man.
He is 3-1 is still a good like.
That's crazy.
if I beat you
That
3-1 times, I still own you, right?
yeah, but
Yeah.
that was the AFC Championship.
It doesn't matter.
That was the AFC
If I'm
Championship.
3-1 and 3-1.
You guys want to get into the Super Bowl? now?
Burrow does not have a bowl. Mahomes does.
And he might have two.
He's about
Let's
to have
talk
two.
about it.
Okay.
About to have
Eagles,
two.
Chiefs.
Eagles, Chiefs.
I'm just honestly.
First of all,
wait,
let me
wait.
get this
I'm
out
not-
of the way.
I'm
Let me
honest-
get this out of the way. Go Chiefs. 100%. I
Now,
cannot
is that
see Philly
because the
win.
Eagles beat the Giants?
That's
Yes.
because I don't like the Eagles forever.
Okay,
because
let's just be real. We're all picking
Because
the Chiefs.
we don't like the Eagles.
We're picking the Chiefs.
We're picking the Chiefs. I'm picking the Chiefs fully healthy.
I'm picking the Chiefs. I don't care. I don't want to get into that.
Patrick Mahomes should be able to use his legs enough on Super Bowl.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna say anything because I feel like it's already been said. Chiefs all the way.
I think it's gonna be a really close game. I think it's gonna be a really close game.
I said it all depends on the jerseys that the Eagles wear. Depending on the jerseys is if they're gonna win or not.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I explain.
Well, teams have different records in jerseys, right?
This is true.
so
The
you gotta
Cowboys-
wear the jersey you have the best record in
True.
for the better odds.
But it depends on it whether you're the home team or the away team.
Sure.
No.
Yeah, because you
Oh
can't.
no, because
It's in a neutral site.
It doesn't matter. There's still a home and away team. That's how they do the coin toss.
he's right.
Wait, this is again with the playoffs
the
and breaking
playoffs.
things. The Cowboys never win in their blues.
Mhm.
They never win, and so the
And they-
Bucks had them wear the blues, and guess what? They lost.
They
So
won.
no, I mean
No,
the Bucks.
The
The Bucks lost,
lost.
right? So the jersey thing is void right now. These
Yeah.
playoffs are not superstition. In these playoffs is the opposite right now.
What are you
He's doing his own thing here. Let's
he's,
talk.
He's crying over Trevor.
No, because you said no. Hold on. You said the Cowboys never win in blue.
They won one time in blue.
Yeah.
In the playoffs.
Okay. Because like you had me so confused. I'm thinking like, okay, they never win in blue.
He's not with us right now. He's still hung up on Trevor Lawrence.
bet
I
he
am
was
not
Saturday.
still hung up on
We
my.
still have the Chiefs winning this, right?
Yeah.
I had
But-
the Chiefs. I think it's gonna be close.
Oh, if
Very
it's not
close.
close. I'll be
Field goal.
surprised. Listen, field goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling that too.
At least
Maybe a touchdown.
one
No.
score game
Yeah.
for
Field
sure.
I,
but
listen,
I think
like
it's gonna be
comparing
a
position
touchdown.
to position, Patrick Mahomes is better than Jalen Hurts.
True. Travis Kelsey.
Travis
is,
Kelsey is better than Goddard.
yes,
Better-
Receivers,
Eagles.
it goes Eagles,
it goes Eagles.
and that
Line-
might make or break the game.
Line Eagles.
Line
defense,
Eagles, defense.
Eagles.
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Eh.
If Chris Jones played the same way he did, like
Oh my God,
Yeah.
he stepped up.
yeah, he did, big way.
But here's the thing: the Eagles or the Chiefs don't need like a fantastic receiving core. Their receivers can catch the ball.
And Patrick
Right.
Mahomes can throw it.
Patrick Mahomes can throw it sideways, upside down, diagonally.
He did once.
And Travis Kelsey is always open
Yeah,
every single time. I don't
which is
understand.
ridiculous. He's the biggest guy on the field, and you can't guard him.
no. The reason why you can't guard him is because when you're running around for 3 seconds already, that's the first route. If the quarterback starts running, you don't know what route he's running, and he's always running option routes. That's like the easiest route to get open on. If your guy is going inside when you're releasing,
So
then
if
you
he's
go
always
out.
running it, and you know what route he's gonna run,
It doesn't. No, the thing
guard
is,
him.
you don't know what route he's running because it depends on what you do. If you're playing inside and you stay inside, he's gonna go to the outside route. If you play outside and you stay outside, he's going to the outside route. You can't guard a route where he reacts on you. You can only it's easy.
You have to react to him.
Yeah,
no, he reacts to you, and then you have to try and react to him in time.
Travis Kelsey is always open. So if the Eagles bracket Kelsey and make sure that he's nowhere, he's still going to catch it.
Mhm.
One, but two, you have competent receivers that you're leaving an available shot to get
Yeah.
open. So that I still have Chiefs because the Eagles. Like I
Yeah.
can't I cannot support that. Are the Eagles a great team?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Do I like them? No. Do I think they're gonna win? Absolutely not. right? I have the Chiefs by at least a score.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes is having a rushing touchdown.
I mean, he always does in the playoffs.
Yeah. If his ankle's feeling 100%, I think he is.
Even if it is, he's still gonna get. Let's be
Yeah,
real.
you're
Let's
right.
be
You're
real.
right.
All right.
He's a
So
wizard.
do we have a score prediction?
High or low?
28 to 31.
20. Oh, so you think it's
I
going
say
high?
I say
think it's
24.
low.
I say 24-31.
That's still pretty high.
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, 24-31.
Might go lower. Might go like. Ooh, I don't know. I like your score prediction, but maybe just a little bit lower.
Yeah.
Like one score lower.
21-24?
21-24.
21-24. Ooh, 21-28 sounds good.
Nah.
I like
Sounds
21-28.
Yeah.
I like 21-28.
It's not bad.
One of those two. Anyway,
those
we
two.
are out of time.
Quick shout out to some of the socials.
Yep.
Today, thank you for listening to O Radio. Make sure you follow socials at O Radio OHS on Instagram